11.4, conditional probability. This is going to be dealing with something's already given, so that's going to be your total. Let me explain. First, again, what is conditional probability? It's the probability of event B given that A has already occurred. This is a straight line. This is what it looks like. Probability B given that. That's what this line means. So here's a table to the right. And this first probability says, what's the probability that the person's female given that they're graduate school? So the first thing you have to do, this second part, this is your total. So if I look at my chart, if I look at graduate school, this is my total because all of these are going to be my graduate school. And that would have a total of 3,003. So 3,003 goes on the bottom of my fraction because total always goes on bottom. And then the amount of female graduate students is this number right here. So that would be 1954. And for these problems, I want you to actually divide them out to get your answer. So it would be 0.59 or 59%. Again, total goes on bottom. The second part is your total. So probability for your education given that they are male. So here's my total. This is my second part. I already know that they are male. So first thing I have to do is add up what do all these equal. All right, 7539. That's my total. That goes on the bottom. That's how many total males I have. And then it's asking just for the 4-year college males. So it's just this number right here. So that number goes on top. Again, I want you to actually divide it out and get a percentage. So in this case, this would be 57%. So this next problem, I first have to see what am I looking for. So I'm looking for the probability. If I read through this whole thing, usually the last part of the problem is what your actual question is. So it's the probability that a sample of recycled waste is paper. So what's the probability that if I already know that it's recycled, that it's going to be paper? So what's the probability it's paper given that it's going to be recycled? Because it's telling you it's already recycled, but what's the probability of that part it's going to be paper? So then I look at, this is my recycled part, so I have to look for my total. So I have to add all of these up because it was already given that it's recycled. Get 79.4. So that's going to be my total. The given part is going to be my total, and I'm saying what's the probability that it's recycled? It will be paper. So 45.2 would be on top. So again, I would want to make sure that you put this as a percentage. So it would be 57%. Right now I want you to pause the video and attempt the next two problems by yourself. First, write out the probability. How does it look? And then find the actual probability. The first problem should have been 3% probability, and the second one was 4% probability. My total here does not change because both questions are saying, if you already know that it is recycled, what's the probability it would be plastic, or what's the probability it would be glass? So those would be my two probabilities. The thing with these problems is actually writing them out. Make sure you write them out correctly. So again, it's telling me that a company surveyed 50 customers to see if they pay their bills online. And the question says, what's the probability that a customer pays the bill online given that the customer is male? So I would write probability online given that they're male. So right now I want you to pause the video and figure this out by yourself. You should have got the total is male, which is 20, and then 12 of those people are going to be paying online. So that would be 60%. And last one, I want you to try all by yourself first. So push pause right now. Write out what the probability would look like this. And then also solve it, but having a percentage as your final answer. And you should have gotten 20%. You do have to know how to write this out, so make sure you are writing this down in your notes. That is all for today. Have a wonderful evening.